talk for you, I get money, get maths, get power. Your papa not fit do anything. You know, fit that's a rat.
All right, so this post is not to mock B-Lord, and I swear that on God, I have no intention as to mocking B-Lord with this particular post. So it's not one of those videos where very dark man will say, ha ha ha, I have the last laugh. Shebi, I told you, B-Lord have been remanded, blah, 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 blah. It's not one of those videos. This video is strictly for educational purposes. Secondly, I'm very happy that B-Lord was granted bail, but unfortunately for him, he had to be taken back to the Kuje Correctional Center until Monday because he could not perfect his bail condition. As you all know, one of the conditions that the judge gave is that he's going to tender his international passport. So after all the efforts that was put by my lawyer, Marshal Abubakar, and his own son, they tried everything they could, but his passport could not come from Anambra on time. So he had to be taken back to the Kuje Correctional Center. Secondly, unfortunately for him, he spent over 2 weeks at the Kuje Correctional Center. And one of those days in the 2 weeks was for the Easter holiday. A day he would have spent with his beautiful wife and his lovely kids. But like I said, unfortunately for him. Now, in the video that I played, B-Lord said, I get money, I get mouth, I get power. Your papa no fit do anything. You are a rat. Now, this is why I said this video is strictly for educational purposes. Under the unwritten laws, you see this video that he made, videos like this that insinuate and say the other party should go and do their worst. I've sent a lot of people to their early grave. Go and do your worst. I've sent a lot of people to their early grave. No matter the power, no matter the influence, no matter the money, no matter the connection that you have, you should never tell your fellow man or a person to go and do their worst. Because there are some people, in a bid to do their worst, they can go as far, even if they don't have money, they can go as far as selling their organs. They can sell their kidney to make sure they have the resources to do their worst. And after doing that worst to you, they go buy after 1 week because their other kidney is not functioning well. I belong to that group of people. Now, secondly, in this country, a lot of people believe that once you have money, no matter the crime that you commit, you are going to pay for that crime and you walk away with it. But I want you people to believe that with this case, you people will now understand that there's still hope in the justice system of Nigeria. There's a phrase in Nigeria and it goes like this: if you don't get money, know the law. If you don't know the law, you should know the judge. But fortunately, again, for B-Lord, he has the money, he has the connection, you understand, like he claimed. I don't know, but like he claimed. But sadly, the judge that handled this case is a judge with a lot of credibility. And I'm talking about Justice Ajimogobia, a woman that is not willing to compromise. No matter the money that was being offered, she was not willing to compromise. She was willing to uphold the justice system of Nigeria to say the law is the law. Because if we had met, or if they had met, or if the case was presented to a corrupt judge, maybe we for not even see our law they work. Do you understand? That's number 2. Number 3, you see this part. I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, I have to say it. Now, I'm not going to lie. Abubakar Marshal spoke to me. If you see the confidence he used in making his interview, he spoke to me, and I gave him a signal that I was willing to withdraw the case, right? But Marshal, I'm very, very sorry that I lied to you, and all the sign that I gave you, no verse, no lie. I'm not going to be discontinuing or withdrawing the case, and it's for one reason. And this reason is because Omoyele Sowore said he's going to discontinue the case. And I want to let him know that me, it's not possible with me. Me, I'm a very proud and egotistic person. And I want to let Omoyele Sowore know that he cannot discontinue that case because he does not have the power. You know, a lot of people in diaspora, maybe when they watch that video, maybe when they saw his tweet, they will think that in Nigeria, anybody can just withdraw a case that another person filed. That's not how it works. As a matter of fact, even the president of the country cannot discontinue a case. Even the Chief Justice of the Federation, that is the president of the judiciary, the third arm of the government, cannot discontinue a case, let alone Omoyele Sowore. If the only person that can discontinue the case, who is the Attorney General, even in the law, it still states that unless the case is of there's a way the case will be before you feel discontinue am. So, like I said, I get pride, die, and I'm unapologetic about it. I'm very egotistic. So I want to show Omoyele Sowore that I cannot discontinue the case. The case is coming up on the 27th. So after then, if they don't solve if the case does not, if the judge does not pass the judgment that day, we go to continue. It can go up to 20 years. This is just to let Omoyele Sowore know that the law in Nigeria is not sentimental. And to all the people crying left, right, and center, the law is not sentimental. If you impersonate anybody, you forge a document, you use people's faces without their authority, you will face the law. No matter who you be, you will face the law. Lastly, this case cannot be talked about again because it's in court. So I know if you can't talk about them again. Do you understand? I know if you can't talk about them again. However, if B-Lord comes out tomorrow and somebody say B-Lord scam him or B-Lord do this to I pay money to B-Lord, I go still call him out. 100%. If you come tomorrow, something of 100 naira is saying at 25, I go still say that thing. Because under my constitutional rights, I can do these things. And I will continue to do it. And if he can come out tomorrow, say he wants to do billboard or do this one, do that one, we go still do them again through the law. And through the law, because the law is no respecter of any person, the law will take its course. That's all. It's as simple as ABCD. So, we move on to the next case on the table. Peace and love, don't play. Let me call Marshall because we have to write a petition against somebody that scammed people over 200 million naira. We continue. Ratel, peace and love, don't play. Like I said, when I go learn new thing and when I go learn them the hard way, don't play.